for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Touchdown, Steelers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
And technically, you'd still call him a young quarterback in this league, but he's now at that stage of his career where we're about to take the word young and remove it because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the playoffs. Now he wants to advance his team deep and find his way into a Super Bowl. He's ready to take the next step.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Prescott's pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Gain of 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And, of course, it's been mentioned all week in the run-up to the game, but guess what? We're going to say it again. Normally, the number 2 seed, they get to sit at home and watch this game because they would have gotten an open week, a bye week, and gotten ready to play in the next one. But now they have to play the number 7 seed, and we know that's a dangerous game. Are they good enough to win it? Should they win it? Of course. But we also understand they're going to need a big performance from their quarterback in order to advance.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Jaguars nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Open man is Westbrook complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
3rd from the shotgun. It's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Steelers 14, Jaguars 3.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jaguars.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Give him 14 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Steelers 14, Jaguars 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Jaguars.
1st down, Prescott. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end.
Prescott's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29.
To throw is Prescott. The open man is Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14. Jaguars 6.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. Pittsburgh's
offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
10 more there and another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Prescott. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
The 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Steelers. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Prescott on the slant. This is Chark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And now out come the Jags. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 28, incomplete. It's third down. And
so the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it, and Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Josh Allen on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Brings 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to Eric Ebron. It's a pickup.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
2-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at Jerome Peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Throwing. Prescott.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
A loss of 6 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, that one complete. He finds Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Yards on the play. But it's 3rd.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That's good.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
A loss on the play brings up
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 45.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank,
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
A loss of 13 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from this. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Chris Boswell on for the
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguars.
And again, it's Prescott. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down Jacksonville.
Prescott on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Prescott yet again. And he completes it to Westbrook.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable, and that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
24-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Don't get nervous. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Target.
1st down, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 24. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the left side here for Eifert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Another carry.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
47 the mark, 47. Check, 47.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.